Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and today's puzzle is called Oopsie by RGG and contains a mistake. Now, almost certainly the solve will contain a mistake, and often, well, not often, very occasionally in the past, puzzles have contained mistakes. This one is deliberate, and the rule set will explain it, but it's a lovely idea. Archie's been watching the channel for a while, likes the Sudoku videos, wanted to contribute, and this is the effort. So I'm really looking forward to it. Another debut. We've had so many of those lately, and I love it. Don't forget, on Patreon, we've got Blobs' fantastic Lord of the Rings Sudoku hunt, just getting rave reviews, totally unsurprisingly. We've got all sorts of things going on. There's all sorts of extra stuff that comes on Patreon every now and then. Solution videos to the last month's hunt, my crossword videos, Simon tackling some very hard puzzles, including a Jane Street one last month and an incredibly difficult Fistamafel puzzle. So Patreon has loads of good stuff on it. All our apps are brilliant too, and there's Domino Sudoku, a go-go on the Domino Sudoku app by some of the best constructors around, and even some by us. And then there's our merchandise and Sven SUDOKU PAD. They're all on the links under the video. The first link is to Oopsie by RGG. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which would mean 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every box. However, there is a mistake in one and only one cell. This means it appears twice in its row, column, and box. I mean, that digit appears twice in its row, column, and box, replacing a different digit. The mistake should be corrected before submitting the puzzle. Digits separated by an X sum to 10, and all are given. Okay, that is worth knowing. Hadn't seen this. This is a negative constraint. All possible X's are given. Digits in a cage sum to the number in the top left corner. There's only one cage. And I was predicting the next line, digits in a cage may repeat. This cage has a 52 total, and that's more than would be possible normally. Digits within cages and given digits are error-free. Wow, okay, well, give it a try. I don't know what we're going to find in this. Really, I don't. Video length could be anywhere between 20 minutes and an hour and 20 minutes, probably. I'm going to start the clock now and say, let's get cracking. I've no idea what's going on. I mean, there's a lot. It almost feels like that's too many X's joined together. But it's not, because they keep crossing box borders. Those two. And these are a lot of X's in the puzzle. I don't know quite how this repeating digit is going to trip us up. Now, none of the digits in the cage or any of the given digits are the tricksy, naughty digit. So I'm going to colour them green. And if I can... I don't know if I'm ever going to get any confidence, or not ever, but I don't know if for a long time I would get any confidence on other digits. Oh, there's a 7 on an X, a given 7. Right, I can fill in 3 there. What I would love to get hold of, quite early on if possible, is a clear idea of a row, column, or box which appears to be broken. Because then I can start isolating where the naughty digits are. I feel I can write 3 in here because the digits connected by X's do sum to 10. There's no mistake about those sums, although admittedly that 3 that I've just written in may turn out to be the naughty digit that is covering up another digit. It's a weird rule set, isn't it? We've got 3 X's in this box. If the whole box was genuine and didn't contain the naughty digit, this would be a 2-5 pair, being a digit that can't attach to 8. A digit that would attach, would have an X if it attached to 8, and the digit that can't. Yeah, I mean, the trouble with this is I can't even just write, oh, there's a 5 in one of these cells, which I would normally do. because this rule set means that the one naughty digit might be messing that up. Okay, well, I mean, this pair, you know, I can't even say that's not a 3-7 pair. This is really weird. Okay, maybe I can say this isn't a 3-7 pair because this isn't as well. Now, what I'm going to do is focus on counting up to 52. 52 is a very big number for 7 cells. We're allowed one, no, hang on. The cage can have repeats, but it can't have the naughty digit in it. So it can have repeats. Oh, bother. But there are certain parts of this that add to 10. And they include that pair and that pair. They add to 10 each. That's 20. These digits add up to 32. And I can rely on those 10 additions. That's genuine. Well, the whole cage is genuine, of course. So they're definitely genuine. Right. The maximum for these is 24. So the minimum for this is 8. Well, it can't, well, you see, I want to say it can't be an 8, but of course there is a naughty digit, so it could be. So that's 8 or 9. That's 1 or 2. Now here, make sure you turn your conflict checker off if you're solving this puzzle. Here we have either 987 or 986. And these are genuine. So this is a low digit, 1, 2, 3, or 4. This is a high digit, 6, 7, 8, or 9. I hate that I have to put 8 in that cell. This is low because it connects with that, and this is high. And I can't even say it's no, there's no naughty digit in the cage or in there, so I can say that's not a 7. And that's now not a 3, and now that's not a 7, and that's not a 3, and that's not a 7. And that was how I was going to say that we couldn't have 7, 3 here. Well, we could never have had it there. I've only just worked that out. Anyway, this digit is also 1, 2, 3, or 4. I mean, it could be naughty, but it is there. See, I can't even say that's a 6, 8, 9 triple. It's so annoying. It's such a strange idea for a puzzle. It's so cruel. I wonder how you're meant to go about it now. 9 and 8 have appeared there, and 3 here. So, if this row was well behaved and didn't have a naughty digit in it, this would have to be a 4, 6 pair. Okay, so if this row and this box were well behaved and didn't have a naughty digit in them, then we would have a 4, 6 pair here and a 4, 6 pair here, and you couldn't fill those cells because they would both have to be 9. And therefore, somewhere within this hat shape, there is a naughty digit. And therefore, the rest of the digits in the puzzle, I reckon, are not naughty. Is that reasonable as a conclusion? I think it is. And the naughty digit is either somewhere in this box, which is very plausible, or somewhere in this row. Actually, that's also very plausible, given the constraints everywhere. But now this might mean that, well, we don't know many genuine digits in the rest of the puzzle, but we do know some. So this x can't be 3, 7 or 2, 8. So it's either 1, 9 or 4, 6, and the 4, 6 would only be one possible way round. These can't be 1, 9, so they're either 2, 8, 3, 7 or 4, 6. I don't know, because I just don't know any of these things for sure. I mean, I'm pleased to have found this out, but it may not have actually advanced the solve dramatically, which is incredibly annoying. I mean, 1 must be on an X in this box, and it must go with 9, but that 9 could be in any of these cells. It's interesting. I'm tempted to say those two are genuine because of this having to be 4, 6. Yeah, if those two were the naughty... No, I don't know. I don't know what that does to the... No, I can't say that one is. I think I could say that's genuine if I wanted to. I'm a little hesitant in case I've got that wrong. Now, that is an X pair, that's an X pair, that's an X pair. Right, I could start colouring a bit here. Yeah, okay. Now I'm regretting the shade of green that I've chosen. Let's make all the greens light grey, which are genuine cells. Then maybe I can impose some colour on those. So let's make that one of the 10 pairs in green. This one in blue, another one. This one in orange, a third one. These two are on X's, and they're from a 4th pair. So that must be the same pair in both cases, and it now can't be 9, 1 because of this 1. So it's a 6 or 8 there, and a 2. No, it's not. It's the opposite of this one. But it's this one that can't be 1. So it's a 2 or 4 there, and a 6 or 8 here, and that's now a 6 or 8. That can't be 1, this can't be 9, this can't be 1, this can't be 9. That's still quite interesting. Now, the 5 in column 8 has been fairly clear for a bit. I just didn't see it. It's there. Now, can I get any further with this colouring? Oh, yeah, I can. No, I was going to say one of these is orange and one of these is green, but that's a dangerous conclusion. They could both be green or both be orange. Oh, but yellow goes all the way around this chain of cells. Okay, good. Good. Is that good? It felt something. Well, this chain of cells is not yellow or blue. It's orange or green. Oh, it doesn't go up to there, but it's still orange or green. Because otherwise it would clash with yellow or blue. Not just aesthetically, but in a box or in a row. No, in a column or in a row, actually. Should I just seek out 5s? Is that? I don't think so. Yeah, all right. These are all genuine X's. So the 5 in the bottom row is in one of those cells. Or rather, the 5 in box 7 is in one of those 2 cells, and the 5 in box 8 is in one of those 2. But we just don't know up here because this is a naughty potential box. And we don't know here. So I don't like people who leave so's hanging, but I've just done it. Now, this one is one of the even pairs. 2, 8 or 6, 4. This is not 1, 9. Right. One of these 2 digits is a 9. Yes, I should have unpencil marked that 9. One of these is a 9, so it could be green, which could be 9, 1 there. No, I was about to get excited again about one of those being a 1, but it's not actually exciting. I just keep thinking it is. This isn't yellow. Can it be 6, 4 if it's not yellow? If this was yellow and 6, 4, this would be 2, 8. Oh, that's quite interesting. That's quite interesting, because if this was 6, 4, that would have to be 2, 8, and yellow would now be a 2, 8 group. Then where would 6 and 4 go? You see, I can't ask the question about where 6 and 4 would go in box 2, because it's a naughty box and it doesn't obey the rules. Can I even ask where would 6 go in column 6? Yes, I could, because column 6 is well behaved. And there'd be nowhere for a 6 in column 6. There we go. If this was a 6, 4 pair, that would be a 6. We've got one there. There'd be nowhere for a 6 in column 6, but we believe that all of column 6 is well behaved from the colouring. And it wouldn't go there, because we've just proved if that's 6, 4, yellow is 2, 8. So there's nowhere for a 6 there. Okay, so I think this is a 1, 9 pair. And I'm acting as though that's a really useful find, and I'm not convinced it is. But, oh, 5, no, again, 5 in this column. I want to just write it in there. But of course it could sit on the naughty, it could be the naughty digit. Could it though? Yes, it could. There could be 2 5s, that's how it would work. There would be 2 5s sitting here, which is just an extreme weirdness, but it has to be allowed for. Okay, this digit is 2, 4, 7, or 8. Oh, that's too many. That's too many to pencil mark. I don't want to do that. Right, the 1, 9 pair in this column is either green or blue. So that is either green or blue. This is therefore not that colour and not yellow. It doesn't make it orange. What about this row? I should be doing something with this, shouldn't I? Because, well, it's not the 1, 9 pair, obviously, and it's not yellow. Oh, we worked out it's not yellow and it's not blue. It's orange or green. And it's not the 1, 9 pair. Oh, this is important, this bit. It's not the 1, 9 pair in this row now. And it's not the 3, 7, and it's not the 6, 4. It's the 2, 8 pair. And that means yellow is 4, 6 everywhere. Excellent. Well, that didn't use up an 8 up here. So, and now we know this is 9, 8, 6. So the addition of this cage suddenly comes into focus. 23, 33, 43, that is a 9. And this digit is a 1. We can write that in, even though it could be naughty. I could even, well, I can't quite colour those because it hasn't sorted out the rest of the colouring. But in this row, look at this digit actually. This sees 2, 8, 5, 4, 6 and 7 or 3. This is 1 or 9. And the other 2 cells here are 3 and 7. And that has to be a 7, so that can be a 3, and that's a 3. And I mean, we haven't broken the rules yet. I'm confident. Not 100% certain, but I'm confident. That's, oh, this whole X, write the right digits. This whole X chain is 2s and 8s. And now this can't be 1, 9 because of that. It can't be 3, 7, and it can't be 2, 8. So that's 4, 6. 3, 2, 8. This digit is 1, 9, or 7. Might as well pencil mark that. Don't know much about that. Yes, hang on, I do, because there's a 4, 6 pair there. There's a 4, 6 pair there. These are genuine rows. So that's got to, 1 of 4 or 6 at least is on this X, so both of them are. And in fact, I can write them in now as 4, 6. Good. 7 is either there or there in box 5. This really is an exercise on not taking too much rope to hang yourself with and making big assumptions that aren't warranted because of this annoying shape of digits which contain that naughty cell. 368. Oh, but that's a genuine 4. Yeah, there has to be a 4 in box 8, so it has to go there, and that's a 6. All right. And this now can't be 7-3-1-9 because of that, or 4-6. So that's a 2-8 pair. I've been forgetting to use the negative constraint. It probably hasn't mattered much yet, but it's certainly worth remembering. 2-8-6-3-7. So these include a 4, and there we go with the negative constraint. That can't sit next to the 6, or there would be an X. Now, this can't be 2-8 anymore because of that, looking at that cell. So this is a 3-7 pair. 7-3. This is now a 1-9 pair in blue. So I could correct my colouring to make that blue. And this is a 2-8 pair in green. I don't know. I think the colouring has probably served its purpose entirely. So I'm actually going to get rid of the green, blue, and so on colouring, rather than pursue it, because I don't think we need it anymore. Now we've got a 9, no, that digit sees 2 and 8, and given everything in the box, that makes it a 9. There's a 2-8 pair down here. Now, I think we can do a lot of, you see, I'm very tempted to write a 1 in there, but that could be a naughty digit. So it doesn't quite rule 1 out of there. This is where you have to be very careful. That digit is that, you do. It's annoying. Still annoying how careful one has to be. That is a 5-7 pair now. And that is 1 or 9, but it sees a genuine 9. So that's 1, that's 9, that's 1, that's 9, that's 1. I still want to write 1 there, but I cannot rely on that digit telling the truth. I can say there's a 4 in one of those cells and a 1 in one of those cells. If I had the conflict checker on, it wouldn't like that at all. Although Met's... Oh, look what's happened here. 2, 5, and 7 ought to be the digits in those cells. And none of those make a genuine X. So I think now the naughty digit has to be in one of these two. Doesn't it? Yeah, it does. It does. We can't make them grey as non-naughty, or we couldn't fill them in. So they contain the naughty digit, and these don't. And that 1 is now genuine, and I can write 1 there. I think this is the way. I think that those conclusions are genuine. That's a 5-7 pair in this row. Now, what else is that telling me? I don't know. I don't dare form any conclusions. These are 3, 5, and 7. That one can't be 5. It makes it a 3-7X. Just looking at column 6, which is genuine. That's a 3-5-7 triple, meaning that is 2 or 8, and that's a 9. Now, in this column, these digits are from 2, 3, 8. That one is seeing a genuine 3 and 8, so that's a 2. This is seeing a genuine 8 in the box, so that's a 3. And now that finishes off that string of X's. That fixes that as a 2. Okay, the digits that I'm not going to write into these two cells are 5 and 7. It's so weird still. It's just messing with my head badly. I cannot rely, I mean, obviously, well, I don't know. Okay, obviously one of them is not going to have 5 or 7 written in because the X is going to work. So we're either going to write in 5, 5, or 7-3. And if it's 7-3, the 3 will be a liar because it will see a 3 there or there. And if it's 5-5, obviously one of the 5s will be a liar. Oh, it's so strange. It's probably very easy to finish now, but I don't still know what I can rely on. Okay, that's a 1. That's in the row. It's very funny, actually. That is an 8. That's in the column. That's a 2. This is 3 or 7 in the column. That's genuine. I just have to focus on the rows and columns that I'm allowed to believe. Honestly, I feel like, you know, somebody who's just being pranked on April Fool's Day, which I think is a very unfair practice, because why should anybody accept the prank? Actually, what I think is the unfair practice is people laughing at that. This pair, if this was a genuine cell, how could you use 1, 5, and 7 to fill those in to make an X? You couldn't. This is the bogus cell. That's genuine. Now, this is either a 5 or a bogus 3, we said, which is so weird. And this is either a genuine 5 or a genuine 7. So we ignore this. 3, 2, 4, 8. I mean, I don't know what I can do in the row. I have to ignore everything that I would otherwise rely on that cell might provide. I love this concept. It's so mad. I mean, I think there still has to be a 1 in both of those, in one of those two cells. I don't know what I think anymore. I mean, I'm really a bit floundering now. This is a 5, 4, 9 group. Oh, the negative constraint. Remember it, Mark. Once you've thought of it, that can't be a 4. That's why that couldn't be a 4. Now, there must be loads going on with the negative constraint by now, and I'm just not spotting it. Yes, 7-3 there is impossible. So that's a 5. This is a naughty 5. And that's another 5, because those X's must both work. Isn't that hilarious? Now, I don't know if I can rely on the fact that this is concealing a 7. I think I can, especially given the instruction at the end that we have to correct the last digit. Yeah, I think I can, but let's just see if I can do anything else first. 7, 6, 3, 5. That's now a 9 in the column. 5, 3, 7, 6, 9. This is 1 or 8. That's 2 or 8. This can't be 8 because there'd be an X. So that's 1. 2, 4, 8. That's 4 or 8. This isn't allowed to be 2 because there'd be an X with the 8. So it must be 4. That gets us a few things done. I need a 4 in row 2. There it is. I need a 7 and a 9 in the same row. I need a 1 in box thingy. Yeah, that fits with what I was expecting. A 1 in box 1. And that's a 3-7 pair that probably ought to be resolved. Now, we can't have 4 next to 6, or we'd have an X. I need 2 are resolved. 6, 4, 5, 4. That's a 5. This is 9 and 8. That's not 8 and that's not 7. Now, how does the rest of this get done? So, none of those are touching a 3. There must be, well, no, there's Sudoku, isn't there? That has to be an 8. That didn't do anything else. How do these 3, 5, 7s get resolved now? 3 and 7 aren't threatening to touch any other 3s and 7s there. Oh, there's just something easy going on somewhere, isn't there? But what is it? I'm only looking for negative constraints now, and that might actually be handicapping me. But there's no touching these cells in the grid. There is no actual fixed 7 or 3 as far as I can see. So I don't know how they get disambiguated, therefore. There it is. It's those two. That can't be a 3, or this would be a 3-7 pair with an X. Right. Bit slow there. Never mind. I'm quite pleased with my brain getting me through and not breaking down on this puzzle, frankly. 5 there, 7 and 3 there. Right. Yes, that is the correct solution. I thought it said the mistake should be corrected before submitting the puzzle. I love it. That is so clever. I thought we were going to have to write this to be a 7, but that's not the correct solution. So I think the way the answer check has been included in this, it's not quite true to say the rule that I read out, that the X should be corrected before. The mistake should be corrected before submitting the puzzle. Well, apparently not, in my case. I don't know. I'm a bit nervous about whether to slightly change the rule set, or whether to change the solution document to make this a 7, which would correct the grid. The solution code check. It's a very clever puzzle, either way. I'll probably leave it as it is when I solved it, and you can figure that out for yourself and complain in the comments. Anyway, that'll generate engagement, he said, wickedly. That was quite a wicked puzzle, but it was very clever. Great stuff from RGG, and I'm glad you sent that, although it did mess with my head a bit. And I love the concept that we ended up with 2 pairs of 5s on X's. Funny stuff. Hope to see you guys all again tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.